So this is going to be a review of the Steelcase Amia chair. I bought this from Madisonseating.com. A lot of stuff out there on this chair. This is supposedly a big deal of a chair. A lot of stuff online about this supplier. There's a lot of reviews. Is the supplier good? Is the supplier bad? I've seen some good stories. I've seen some horror stories. So this is going to be my full unbiased opinion. I got two of these. So first I'll go over the experience. I got two of these. I believe I ordered them last Wednesday. The first one came in on a Friday. They were shipped together. The first one came in on a Friday. The second one just came in today on a Monday. They were split, but this looks like completely a FedEx thing, so no big deal. I got these through eBay. eBay actually marked these as delivered on Friday. I reached out to Madison Seating. They responded right away and said, hey, yeah, looked at your order, looked at the master bill. One came today, the other's coming Monday, so we're all good on that front. So yeah, I started opening it, and then I realized you guys might want to be interested in this, so this is sort of the box it comes in. It doesn't come this sloppy. I sort of pulled everything out and then put it back in just to make this, let you guys see how this is presented. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. I'm no expert, so you're probably gonna miss some of this stuff, but you get some steps on assembly, basically. It's pretty simple. I've already put one of these together. Yeah, turn over the chair, pop one thing in, pop another thing in, the bolts should come. If you do end up getting this, the bolts are hard to find. They're in one of these bags. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get everything out. I'm gonna show you there. And then I'm gonna show you this thing completely put together. So yeah, sticking to transparency, got all the plastic out. Still looking at my instructions. Box is completely empty. This is what comes out of the box, right? So you got the chair, you got the back seat cover. Now, I have put one of these together. I'm going to say, I don't think you should be interested in this step to put this together. It couldn't be more simple. It's literally 3 steps, right? Turn it over. It comes with some bolts. Screw that in. I guess the only real tricky part is there is like a little cover back here that you want to, looks like they put it on with like a bread wrap. The other one was like that too. Or a zip tie, not bread wrap. You're going to want to put that in the right space, but it's literally turn it over and then stick this into there. The chair is 98% assembled. So I'm going to put this one together. I'm going to take it up 3 stairs to my office, and then I'll show you both of these. I'll show you the one I got Friday, and then I'll show you the one I got today. And yeah, I'll let you decide on if what you think of it. Before I assemble this, I'm going to say one last thing too. This does appear to be a manufacturing date. So this one looks like, what, August 7, 2019. I guess let's go into detail. These are used chairs. These aren't, I think Madison Seating also sells like open box, brand new or whatever. I bought this one new or refurbished or whatever. Came at a pretty significant discount, so I thought it was worth it. But yeah, I just wanted to get the manufacturing date before I put this together. And you know what? I'm gonna do this little plastic piece too. This is supposedly how this little plastic piece goes. You wanna put that in here. I believe it's like that. Prior to putting the back on. It's supposedly super important, so I'm doing it. But yeah, I'll let you know how this goes. All right, so I'm done. I'm gonna say the word transparency again, just because, you know what's weird? I'm working from home now, right? I used to go to an office every day. I live in Houston, so I worked at a couple oil and gas companies, big budget companies. We always had the nicest like office equipment, right? We get home, I don't work there anymore. When we get home, I take a new job, I'm working from home. I have to supply my own office. So, I remember the brands. We always had Herman Miller chairs or, Hayworth chairs or, Steelcase. There was a fourth one too, but I can't I can't remember what it was called at the moment, but it had a mesh back like seat or whatever. We always had super nice stuff. So I get home and I'm like, that stuff couldn't be anything, you know, $200-300. Let me get a chair. I get online and I find that these chairs are thousands of dollars, which is probably why you're here, right? If you are an advanced chair shopper person and you're probably on like reviews and where they're talking about the ergonomics and all that stuff. But it's weird. I noticed that there is like used office chair reseller beef, right? So I bought from Madisonseating with a lot of fear because I saw like, you know, all of the reviews and stuff, and the fact that these guys, you know, they go back and forth over whose product is better. And I actually heard bad things about Madisonseating. So I bought from here with fear, but the price I couldn't pass up. So that's why I got it. But these are together now. This is the one that came Friday. This is the one that I just put together. The last video, because this thing is really choppy and cutty. Sorry how low tech this is. But the last video it took me 5 minutes to put this together. It was putting the back on. It was screwing in 4 bolts. But yeah, so this one I've had for a couple days now. I cleaned it up a little bit. This one, fresh out of the box, just put it together. You know, nothing too crazy. Looks good. These two chairs are identical, so you know that's cool. I didn't check the manufacturer date on this one. I remember looking at it, but I don't remember what it was. I'm sorry. But yeah, they look identical. I think I'm 2 for 2. I've sat in both of them. They both seem sturdy. Nothing, no rattling, no creaks or anything like that. I went ahead and assembled this one. This office is on the 1st floor. The place I'm taking it to is on the 3rd. Let's see, let me give you like a detailed look. You know, there is like wear, you know, because it's used. So there is some like evidence that this is a used chair, right? But it's nothing like crazy. Like I've heard that some of these used chairs can be pretty beat up, which is like, man, what are you guys doing in offices? But when I look back at it, you know, I didn't know that these were $1,000 things. So I probably wasn't treating the chairs my office provided with a lot of care anyway. But no, this is it. This is the chair. Hoping to get some relief in my back by having a better chair here. And yeah, you know what? I'll do a follow-up on this with your, like, if you have any specific questions. I guess I'm gonna look down here. This is where like people bang chairs into each other when they're in the office. I guess I'll answer any follow-ups or maybe do a follow-up video if you guys like. Again, a lot of the chair reviews out there are coming from professional chair people, and I think most of them come from people selling chairs. So if you want something from somebody who's genuinely not in that world, you just want a real world question, I'll be happy to answer it. If you wanna, let me preface this with my view, right? Let me see. If you're a car person, right? If you're the person who sits in a Mercedes, a BMW, a Porsche, an Audi, well, maybe not those, maybe not a Porsche, that's a different class. But if you're a person who sits in a BMW, Mercedes, and Audi, and you could genuinely like feel the difference, like, this sucks compared to the Benz or whatever, then I'm probably not the guy, right? I'm a guy who's like, if I sit in like the comparable car, like an Audi A6, a BMW 5, and a Mercedes E-Class, I sit in all 3 of those and I say, this is nice. It just comes down to like button placement and seat placement or whatever right there, right? I'm not a guy who's like, oh, well, I don't like the torque steering, the torque vector. I'm not one of those guys, right? So if you're a person who notices the difference in those things, then this is probably going to be a different video for you. You're probably going to be a person who says the Steelcase Amia is not as good as the Herman Miller Aeon. What's it called? Aeon, whatever. And I probably wouldn't be able to tell you that. So, I mean, if you give me specific targeted questions, I'll answer those. But yeah, I'll do a follow-up for you guys. Otherwise, thanks for watching this. I hope it helped. As you can tell by the rest of my channel, I'm not like a YouTuber or anything. So yeah, just trying to help. Peace.